Good morning, everyone. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and your morning market preparation video for October 31st, 2017. Halloween. Halloween. It's also the day FOMC meeting begins and the day we have over 380 earnings reports to deal with in the market today. So crazy, crazy day going on. And the question I think that everyone needs to ask themselves is, do you feel you have an edge? And that's really hard to gauge. It's very difficult to gauge when we have the potential for such volatility in the market, to gauge whether or not we're going to have an edge with all of this news, all of this data coming out. It's one of the reasons that I don't chase during periods like this. I certainly don't jump in right when the market opens. I want to give the market 15 minutes, 30 minutes or so to digest and really see what's going to go on. You know, yesterday we had that dump first thing in the morning. And you know, you don't want to panic on things. You don't want to chase into that. You don't want to assume that everything's coming apart, because just shortly after that occurred, if we go to a short-term chart here on the diamonds, yesterday, just as shortly after that push down occurred in the morning, we began to rally. And even though we ended the rest of the day down, that rally came right where you would expect it. And so you don't want to chase right in, or you don't want to form your impression on the market as soon as it opens. You want to give it some time. Let the market digest. Let's see if there's follow through in the direction before we make any calls on additional risk or change our current trade plans. So this morning, after we did end up with that pullback yesterday, we are looking for a slight gap up, at least at the moment. Currently, we're looking at probably better than a 30-point gap up on the market. And when I look at the diamonds here, I just see kind of overall a consolidation. We're trending very well still, kind of consolidating. A push up here, bullish candle. Just imagine if we get a bullish candle here today that stands up like so. I mean, could there be any prettier continuation pattern? Really, no. So I'm not suggesting or predicting that's going to occur. I'm just saying don't be all bearish or all bullish until you actually see the price action and a direction being established. Okay, let's take a look at the SPY. SPY, I think, held up really, really well yesterday. That big pop and pullback yesterday, we're really just forming a new consolidating area. We're holding trend. Everything is good here in the SPY. If we take a look at the Qs, the Qs remained phenomenally strong, pulling back a little bit after its morning highs. But overall, just staying tremendously strong. It looks like their anticipation of good earnings in this sector continue to push this higher. And this morning, it's looking at a new gap up open here, higher prints at the market open on the SPY. The IWM really kind of disappointed yesterday. I was hoping that nice bullish candle here would push through and push on higher, but no, we went the other direction and pushed down. We're still really within this trading range. We've had these tails come out of this box and close just below this box, but notice that we're opening inside it again. So it looks like we may continue this consolidating pattern here in IWM. It's just resting a long period of time, not really participating in the overall market. So be watchful of that. This could easily go either direction. Let's take a quick look at the VIX. I suggested yesterday that the VIX could easily pop up, and it did. It popped up a bit. Got a little inside day here. Nothing major. We're still down here in what I call this complacency zone or danger zone for complacency. it's just one of those places where we can really quickly flip. We can go from bullish to bearish in about half a heartbeat because panic will set in if the market does begin to sell off. But having said that, when we take a look at earnings and the way earnings have been coming out, our trends that are here, is there any reason to really believe at this point that that's going to change? And my answer to that, I think, is no. Earnings have been coming out really good. They've been staying strong. So I think we have to continue to lean bullish, even though common sense tells us all we're a little bit overextended here. There's some risk of a rollover. We all recognize that. But don't get overly bearish here when there's nothing showing in the charts that's really bearish. Stay with the trend. The trend is your friend, okay? On the earnings calendar today, we have over 380 companies reporting earnings today. So just a tremendous amount of activity on that earnings calendar. It's going to be even heavier as we move forward this week. Now, I wanted to let everyone know that's listening right now that I will not be doing a morning video the rest of this week. And the reason is I'm off to Vegas to speak at the Traders Expo. And so I won't have the ability to do a video in the mornings. But just kind of keep in mind, we have this ramping up even more. There's a lot of companies that have already reported this morning. We have over 380 tomorrow, 600 companies expected to report on Thursday. Just a massive amount of companies coming out with their results. And also keep in mind, we have the FOMC tomorrow here at 2 p.m. So I won't be around, but I wanted to share that with you so you can kind of prepare for your week. When it comes to the economic calendar, today we have several reports on the list. We have employment costs index that's expected to actually rise significantly this week. Case-Shiller, that's expected to tick higher. Chicago PMI is expected to remain strong, and consumer confidence is even seen as going higher today. So we got quite a little bit of economic news. None of these are really what you consider to be major market movers, though. So don't expect a lot of price action around them. Remember, FOMC starting today, an FOMC announcement tomorrow at 2 o'clock p.m. So lots of data to deal with in the market over the next few days. And then we're right into that big employment situation number right here at the end of the week. And that always seems to make the market a little bit pensive. We typically have choppy price action ahead of it. I don't know where it's going to go from here because of all of the earnings. We could just be wildly bullish, wildly bearish, or anything in between. And these big economic reports may not have the effect that they normally have. So normal really doesn't apply right now in this market. So the question becomes, do you have an edge? And for me, what that means today is I'm going to be very, very cautious about adding new risk. I'm going to manage my current positions that I have. I'm going to, which I have nice profits in. I'm just going to manage those closely. If I see new trades, they're going to have to be really quality setups, low risk entries. I'm not taking a lot of risk because if we do get that reversal tomorrow, remember we have a bunch of earnings coming out after the close, which means that the market could completely reverse the day overnight. And that's one of those things where you want to have that low risk trade, because if it does reverse, you don't want to be taking great big hits on a complete reversal in an overnight. So we can see, big gaps ups, big gap downs, anything is possible. And when I see things like that, I just feel that my edge has slipped away. As a technical analyst around these earnings events, your edge just, trickles away. So you have to be a little bit more careful, a little bit more cautious on what you do. Anyway, I hope you find that helpful. Everyone, hey, I hope you have a great day. I wish you great profits. And also, I apologize I won't be around the rest of the week. Again, we'll be speaking at the Trader Show in Las Vegas. If anyone is listening, feel free to stop by, and we'll be at a booth there. Feel free to stop by and give us a shout. We'd love to see you. And with that, I want to say, everyone, have a awesome day. For you folks that are brand new, that have never seen this video before, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button, that follow me button on Facebook. Thumbs ups and comments are always great. Would love to hear from you guys. If you subscribe or follow, you'll get this information as quickly as possible. So everyone, take care, and I will talk to you all very soon.